Providing documentation on a worksheet is not something that a lot of Excel users are concerned with, but there could be times when you're working with a worksheet you've never seen before. Seeing a comment helps, and sometimes it explains how an unusual formula got there or whether a number is really viable. Let's suppose that this 360 value in cell G3 on this worksheet called comments isn't firm. In other words, we're not sure if it's the correct value. But our friend Stacy, who's responsible for giving me the numbers, would know. So let's add a comment here. We can do this by way of Shift F2, or we can right-click here and insert comment. Usually you'll see your name there, and so I'm going to add a comment. And you can make that box bigger or smaller as you're editing this, and there are even ways to change the shape of it. That's usually not too critical. So make it a little bit smaller here. Click outside this, it disappears. You'll notice a red triangle there. So I'll slide over this and it pops up. Now I might want to add another one. Same thing over here. Max is in charge of our sales numbers here. And I'm thinking maybe that's not correct. So I'm going to add a comment there. I'll press Shift F2. It's another way to get there. See Max about this. Maybe I'll be sending this workbook to somebody else and I want to make sure they see these notes here. Click outside of it. So we see two red triangles. Slide over this one, slide over that one. We also have an option on the Review tab, Show All Comments. We see them there. There are also ways to print these, by the way. We might want to do that. Or if we only want to see one or two, we can come back, click this again, hide them all. We can right-click on one of these and show that comment, but not the other. So we can show one or a few or all or none, using these various options here. Now, I remember a few years ago getting a workbook from somebody, and one of the worksheets had about 400 comments on them, and it just drove me crazy. So it's not a feature that you want to use all the time. And also, by the way, when you right-click here, you can delete the comment if you no longer need it. And you can come back and edit the comment if you wish. That makes it stay open, make a change here. That really should have been capitalized, and so I make that change. Click outside of it. It's still there, still visible, of course. Right-click, and I simply want to hide the comment. So there we are there. These red triangles do not print, but they alert you to the fact that you've got a comment there. And most often they are used for explaining unusual formulas, or in the example we see here, where you're simply trying to alert somebody about the accuracy of a number, give them a reference where they can check it out. Adding comments, something you appreciate when others do it, and it does help explain how certain features are used in an Excel workbook.